People think Ferrari is just one car brand. They have no idea what they're looking at. Ferrari is actually a 7-level empire where every step unlocks a completely different world. More power, more money, more insanity. At the bottom, a cheap Ferrari worth $250,000. At the top, a machine so exclusive only 799 people on Earth will ever own it, the Ferrari Roma. Now before you laugh, yes, this is the cheapest Ferrari you can buy new, $247,000. But think about what that actually buys you. A 3.9-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine pushing out 612 horsepower, launching you from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, and pulling all the way to a top speed of 199 miles per hour. This is a Grand Tourer. It's Ferrari's way of saying, you want to drive from Milan to Monaco in absolute luxury, arrive looking like a god, and park next to Lamborghinis and make them feel insecure? Here, take the Roma. It's built for people who want the Ferrari. Badge on the outside and something refined, comfortable, and seductive on the inside. Leather, elegance, pure Italian soul. But this is just level 1. The game is only getting started. The Ferrari 296 GTB. And this is where things get genuinely wild. Ferrari did something controversial here. They threw out the V8 and dropped in a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6, and the internet absolutely lost its mind. But then people actually drove it, and every single critic went silent. This car makes 830 horsepower through a plug-in hybrid system, hits 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, and screams all the way to 205 miles per hour. Car and driver called it a revelation, and they were not exaggerating. The 296 GTB drives like it's reading your mind. It corners like it's on rails, and the engine note sounds like a Formula One car arriving from the future. This car is Ferrari's proof that you don't need 12 cylinders to build the greatest driving machine alive, and the GTS version gives you the same savage performance with a removable roof for when you want the wind and God's own symphony playing at the same time, and this one is going to shock you. Ferrari made an SUV, I know. The same Ferrari that swore for decades they would never build one. The same Ferrari that quietly looked down on Lamborghini for creating the Urus. They built one anyway. And they called it the Puro Sangue, Italian for pure blood. At $390,000, it carries a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine in the front producing 725 horsepower, seats 4 people in genuine comfort, and still launches. From 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds on its way to a 193 mile per hour top speed. In an SUV. And here's the twist nobody expected, and it's actually incredible to drive. And it's selling faster than Ferrari themselves predicted, outselling some of their sports cars. Why? Because Ferrari buyers have families now. They have kids, luggage, and lives that extend beyond the racetrack. The Puro Sangue tells them they don't have to choose between being a Ferrari person and being a parent. Controversial? Absolutely. Brilliant? Undeniably. And this might be the greatest Ferrari on sale right now. The Ferrari 12 Cilindri, 12 cylinders. A simple name for an insane machine. The coupe starts at $460,000, and the Spider convertible pushes to $505,000, and every single penny goes toward carrying the torch of the greatest engine sound in the history of the automobile. No turbos, no electric motors, no hybrid battery pack, just a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine making 830 horsepower of pure, screaming, unapologetic Italian fury. The engine sits further back in the chassis than its predecessor, the 812, superfast, making it sharper and more balanced through every corner. The exhaust note is something journalists have described as emotional, and multiple press drivers have admitted to tearing up behind the wheel. That is not a joke. 0 to 60 happens in 2.9 seconds. Top speed is 201 miles per hour. In a world sprinting toward electrification, in a world where turbos and batteries are taking over everything, Ferrari built the 12 Cilindri to deliver one defiant, roaring message: the V12 will not go quietly into the night. The Ferrari that broke everybody's brain when it arrived and broke it again when the XX version showed up. The SF90 Stradale starts at $590,000, and it is the most technologically complex road-going Ferrari ever created outside of the top of this list. The numbers are genuinely hard to process. 986 horsepower from a plug-in hybrid system, combining a twin-turbo V8 with 3 electric motors and all-wheel drive, going from 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds. On its way to a 211 mile per hour top speed, Ferrari then took this already insane machine and built the SF90XX. Stradale and XX, Spider on top of it, more aerodynamic, more track-focused, more extreme, and crossing the $1 million mark in price. The XX variants are so performance-oriented that Ferrari effectively made them track Cars with license plates. The SF90 is what you get when Ferrari engineers spend years studying their Formula One program and then ask themselves, what if we put all of this on something a customer can actually buy? Now we are in completely different territory. The Ferrari Daytona SP3 cost $2.2 million, was limited to 599 units worldwide, and it was sold out before most people even knew it existed. Named after Ferrari's legendary 1-2-3 finish at the 1967 Daytona 24 Hours race, this car is a tribute, a time machine, and a rolling piece of automotive art simultaneously. It carries a naturally aspirated 6.5 litre V12 tuned to 840 horsepower, launches from 0 to 60 in 2.85 seconds, and reaches a top speed of 211 miles per hour. The Targa-style roof is removable, and the design looks like it escaped from 1969, but was assembled with 2024 engineering. You don't buy this car. You inherit a piece of history. Most people alive will never see one in person. Remember that. This is it, the absolute top of the mountain. Only 799 units ever built. Every single one reserved before. Ferrari even pulled the cover off in public. The Ferrari F80, between $3.9 and $4 million, a twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 derived directly from Ferrari's Le Mans winning 499p endurance race car, paired with 3 electric motors, delivering 1,200 horsepower total, the most powerful road-going Ferrari ever built in the company's entire 80-year history. 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.15 seconds. Top speed 217.5 miles per hour. Over a full ton of aerodynamic downforce pressing it into the road. The electric motors built entirely in-house at Maranello for the very first time. This car joins the sacred Big Six alongside the 288 GTO, F4E, F-Fenda, Enzo, and LaFerrari. This is not a car. It is a monument. Subscribe, hit the bell, and tell me, which Ferrari level is yours? Because from the Roma to the F80, every Ferrari lives in a completely different universe.